I don't know. I didn't know.
All right, everybody, pay attention. It's like I can talk to you like my kids. Is that the deal? All right, so I actually have a bit of a toast here. It's going to take me a minute, so relax and get comfortable. Easy comes in and I'm typing away, and he's like, oh, I don't want to interrupt him. Maybe just all right, so first of all, I want to thank everyone for coming. I know that many of you came a long way. Who probably came the longest? Maybe the folks from Alabama? Alaska? Yeah. If Edward's mom was still here, she came from Alaska for it, but she left this morning. All right. So thank you all for coming. Let's see. So I know that, like I said, not everybody came from different distances. A lot of you came from further away, and I know that that's a bit of an inconvenience. So thank you so much for sharing this with us. Holly and I have wanted to do something like this for a lot of years, and it just seems like the most appropriate time is now, and I could not be happier to share this time with each one of you guys. So I want to also thank the club that's Brendan and Ashley. Ashley's our bartender, so everybody give Ashley a round of applause. Make sure you tip your bartenders, okay? Right, Ashley? Yeah, I see. And let's see, I want to give a special kind of thank you, but really just a big hug to Kurt for officiating our ceremony. And he also made the cake, and twice. I'm telling him, we're going all out here, right? Full disclosure, he destroyed it on the way here. Okay, maybe not all of it, but some of it. And then he tried to blame Gabe on that. Okay.
100% Gabe's fault.
100% Gabe's fault. But Kurt, you are a very, very dear friend to Holly and me, and my hair looks better than yours today. I want to thank my brother Greg and his wife and son for coming out from Georgia. Love you guys so much. Let's see, who else came from Georgia? Let's see. Oh, Gabe now lives in Georgia. Go Bulldogs!
Go Dogs!
Yeah! Boy, know your crowd here.
I didn't bring the
Know your audience. This is not a Georgia group, is it?
I don't know, that guy in the red suit might fit in.
How about this? Go Gators! Go Knowles? Oh, Tennessee good. All right, moving on. Kyle and Lori, you guys are still back in the back? They came out from Georgia, and fun fact, Lori and I share a birthday, so we're like special twinsies. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming down from Georgia as well. Let's see, who do we have here from Orlando, Deltona area? See, that's why we left. Think about it. Let's see. So we got Brian and Sherry and Ed. Where'd that go? Oh, there he is. Oh no, I was getting there. Robin and let's see.
Sarah.
Okay, so here's a fun fact. Okay. Here's a fun fact. Brian and I were like best friends in high school, and I was over his house like all the time. Yeah, see, Robin's like all the time. Anyway, I was over there all the time, and Holly was like super tight with Robin and Sherry, and she was like over there all the time.
All the time.
And we never met.
Never met.
How is this possible? So like, and by the way, I want to also mention Fran, their mom. She passed away a few years ago, and I think about her all the time, and I love her. I love your mom. She was like a mother to me as well.
Yeah.
And it's just funny how like we were all together all the time, and I never met Holly at that point. Although, if you're on Facebook, you can see the picture I took of her in high school. Because I was on the newspaper staff, and she won an award, and I took her picture, and
Yeah. I won the lip sync contest.
and like 20 years later, I found the picture. I was like, oh my god.
I was Madonna.
All right.
Do it again, Holly.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
love
it.
to. No. I
Okay.
didn't sing, it was lip sync.
You've been good singing.
I
All
can
right.
sing, yeah.
So that's fun stuff. Let's see. I want to thank my dear friend Alan and his beautiful wife
I was
for
gonna
coming. Alan was my best man at our wedding, and you apparently do a good job. This one lasted, you know. You know, if I do it again, I'll call you again. You know.
I really do.
All right, let's see. Who else have I got to thank tonight? Where was I? My eyesight ain't what it used to be.
You need my readers?
I can
I
read
kind of do.
it.
No, I got this. It's-
Okay.
So the night that I proposed to Holly, there was some preliminary like stuff, like putting champagne at the room and all this different things, and Alan helped me with all that as well. I don't know if you remember that.
Rose petals.
Rose petals, there you go, yeah.
Everywhere.
So I don't know if he's as romantic now
Who's in the back?
as he was then, but if you haven't been, Alan, you really need to step it back up. All right. I always felt special. All right, Brian, I'm sorry I was kind of cheating on you there for a second. All right, I've got a lot of coworkers here, and I want to thank them for coming. Easy's here, and Chelsea and Andrew trying to outdo me on the suit.
We're on the clock right now.
Yeah.
Double time.
Yeah, what time is it?
I went into ADP and fixed all that, so you got a half hour. Let's see. So anyway, I do want to thank, and I know Jim and his wife are back there. Yeah, there he is, waving. Thank you guys for coming out. They're way back there.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, you know, I was mentioning Robin and Sherry and Ed and Brian and all, and their kids are here. And like I was telling them earlier, it's like they'll always be the kids. They'll never be the
They're
adults.
my kids too. They're my kids too.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
All right.
I raised them when they were little babies. I used to make They were like when I lived in Oakland.
And Dan and Marina are out here. This is so exciting.
If you say Dan and Marina fast, it sounds like Dan and Marino.
I do not believe that they're eating the shulas tonight. I don't think they're fans.
No.
Okay. Oh, is it? All right. All right. So, as we both mentioned in our vows, you know, when we got together, we were blending a family. We have 6 kids, and I think it's fair to say that that's a big chore, right, Alan? I mean, what do you guys have, like 47 kids or something?
Close.
But he just has to show you up. But around our house, there's every time we all get together, there's always the question of who's my favorite. All right?
Right here.
You see how it is? You see how it is?
Oh, you can put that hand down.
So which child is my favorite? So maybe we should go ahead and settle that tonight. I mean, okay, so we have Jeffrey. Where's Jeffrey
Settle
at?
it right now.
Okay, Jeffrey's at the bar drinking. Okay.
I'm not drinking.
No, he's not drinking.
All right, I need all kids to stand up.
All right, so Jeffrey's buying drinks for me. And as you can see, we share a hairline, although he can grow a beard like in 2 seconds. I'm a little bit jealous.
Like a captain.
Okay. So I mean, we share like a lot of genetics, and I think we have a lot of similarities. So I mean, you know, he's definitely at the top of that list. So you know, maybe Jeffrey's my favorite. Maybe.
I've always thought I resembled you.
So then I've got then there's Ashley. You know, I'm doing this in age order, just for the record.
Ashley's really comedic.
Yeah, Ashley's fun and has a great sense of humor, and I know that she's like, in her own way, she's like a massive leader, and so she and I really click on a humor level, especially, and so so maybe she could be my favorite.
She's not here.
And then there's Emily. Emily has passed away, and Emily had an incredible entrepreneurial spirit, and she always wanted to build something greater and turn it into a business, and she always had this super adventurous side to her, and so I could see where she and I were just so similar in so many ways, and so maybe she could be my favorite. And then there's Justin, and Justin's no longer with us, but Justin was like, Justin's the child I probably, of all 6 kids, probably the one I spent the most time with, because Justin would be in trouble if he was left on his own. So you leave it at home and you come home and the place would be on fire or something. New bicycles all over the place that were borrowed from all the neighbors. So borrowed. So Justin would go to work with me, and even when I worked here at the club, he came to work with me, and I look out the window and he is flying across the park. Now he's like 12, flying across the parking lot in a golf cart. I'm like, but we spent like he was also like a really deep thinker, and he'd be like, okay, I got this great idea, what if the universe and the butterfly effect and so he'd get into all this stuff, and I'd be like, I never thought about all that stuff. What are you, a philosopher? So maybe Justin is my favorite. I don't know. And then I've got the babies. We got Gabe over here, who is a master troubleshooter and could probably build anything and fix anything and do anything. And by the way, he was super helpful. He brought the food today, so thanks Gabe. So there's no question that he and I share thoughts of business and all that. I think we probably text more than any other kids. And so so maybe it's Gabe that's my favorite. But then there's Hannah. Hannah's the baby of the babies even. And if you look in this picture up front, she was, I want to say 7 or 8, 7? 7, yeah.
I should have wanted to say should have wore the bow.
You should have wore the dress. No. And Hannah's just adorable, and she's, and I'm sure Brad will say otherwise, but she's quiet and soft-spoken.
Sweet and kind.
So maybe Hannah's my favorite. She says she is. But then we've got to really look at the fact that we've got Brad now.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm waiting.
And Brad is just a level of awesome that it could be. Yeah, he's cool. Got a good haircut going on these days.
Yeah. I cut that hair.
Good job.
So, if that's the reason.
That's all about
My
Hannah.
back hair.
And I gotta say, they make some beautiful children. I mean, look at these grandbabies that are here today. So Brad is, and the other day I see Brad in this picture doing hair bows with Addison. So it's like Dad of the Week. Sorry, did you do any bows this week? You didn't do bows this week, so sorry. So you would think, that I gotta maybe choose Brad, right?
I like that choice. I like Brad.
But now we have somebody who I think is the only thing I can say about this person is they're kind of a saint. And I mean, anybody that could put up with Jeffrey has got to be a saint.
I agree.
So now in the family, we're starting to see the arrival of Abby. So Abby, Abby, stand up.
Yeah, baby.
Wave, everybody. Say hi. So now Abby keeps Jeffrey in line and she's great with Gavin, and she's just such a sweet person and awesome. So I don't know, guys. I think you guys better step up your game if you want to stay ahead of that one. So Abby, I love you. Thank you for taking care of Jeffrey, and welcome to the family. Maybe someday, I don't know. Well, gosh, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to stew over this just a little bit longer. So, I love all you kids, and now, and now that Abby's in the running, you better step up your game. I'm expecting better presents. In October 1st is my birthday. By the way, I hope somebody lets Ashley know that she needs to step it up as well. All right.
Seriously.
So again, thank you to everyone for coming. I know Holly's got a lot of family here as well, and thank you guys for coming over. We love seeing you. But I'm going to toast now. Let me get my drink. And if you've got you.
Oh, again? Oh, we didn't do a toast. Okay.
Holly, I love you with all my heart. You're the best and the brightest light in my life. And thank you for loving me. I know it's not been easy at times. I look forward to loving you and having all of the amazing adventures that we're going to have over the rest of our lives. Cheers. Oh, and I was supposed to mention that that other folks can kind of maybe come up and say a few words if you have anything to say, or I gave you enough time to think about it a little bit.
Anyone has a toast?
Did you want to say anything? Want to thank anyone?
Let me think.
All right.
Just kidding.
This is a lot like going out to dinner with Holly. She'll be like, all right, you order first and then come back to me, and I'll be like, I'll have the hamburger.
And then I'm like, oh.
I'm back to it. Okay. So thank you guys.
All right, if anybody else would like to offer